was always interested in food, and the kitchen is kind of like a pirate ship, and so it was kind of one of those places where I kind of fed in, and I love the fact that it's different every day, and you have a chance to be creative. It's also fast-paced and hectic, and it's a lot of fun.
And every Tuesday is a Tasty Tuesday here on the KVAL Morning News. Each week we will feature a local restaurant and have a local chef whip us up some very tasty treats. And today, this morning, we are headed to South Eugene, to the South Eugene neighborhood in the area of 29th and Willamette. You're going to find a little restaurant called the Rabbit Bistro. It is just a few doors down from the Market of Choice. Addison Taylor is there and joins us now live. What is cooking, Addison?
We're just about to get started, Shelley, and we thought, what better way to start this back-to-school week. This is the first full week for many kids that are in school, and a lot of times they don't get that breakfast that is very important to start the day off right. And so to tell us about that, we're here at the Rabbit Bistro here in South Eugene, and we're going to make, got one of their head chef here cooking for us, and we're going to make lots of things coming up, though, but we're going to start with something pretty simple, and what's that?
It's a buckwheat crepe with some bacon and some scrambled eggs. Basically, It's like a fancy breakfast burrito.
A fancy breakfast burrito. So what are we doing right now?
We're just, getting some color on some bacon. This shape is called lardons, but you can use regular strip bacon.
Okay.
And yeah, we're just gonna get a little bit of color on that. And then I made the crepes ahead of time.
And you were saying that if you wanted to, it sounds like a lot of work, to make your crepes every morning, but you said on like a Sunday or like at the beginning of the week, you can batch up a whole bunch of these. You want to grab that?
So here's, you just basically put the batter all into the blender, and you make a big batch of crepes, and they keep really well. You just put them in between wax paper or parchment paper, and yeah. And then it's pretty easy. All you have to do is heat them up, and then you can fill them with whatever. That's a great thing about crepes.
Okay. And how long do you have to let these cook for? What does that mean exactly, get some color?
Just get a little bit of browning. Depends on how you like your bacon. I like mine a little bit medium rare, but most Americans like it a little bit crispier. So I probably won't let it go as long as most people, but it's it's basically a matter of preference.
Okay. So we're gonna cook this bacon, and then you're gonna put the eggs in here, and then that's what we're gonna put into the crepe.
And then we'll give it a little bit of cheese, and like I said, it'll be like a nice fancy breakfast burrito.
Okay. Yeah, I like that, a fancy breakfast burrito. And it's actually kind of true. So if you want more information on any of this, just go to kval.com. We posted all of these recipes online for crepes, aka fancy breakfast burritos. So reporting live, Addison Taylor. We've got lots more coming up. KVAL News. We'll be right back.
And how's that breakfast burrito coming, or the breakfast crepe, Addison?
It's aka a fancy breakfast burrito, and it's right here. It's all done now. This is a buckwheat crepe, and as you can see, it's got some cheese on it. It's got a special tortilla, like French tortilla, you might say. And inside it, we have bacon and eggs, of course, which are a little bit softer. You can see they're a little bit runny, and that kind of gives it a little something extra, you can say. Now, although this was relatively easy to make, and if you make the crepe on like the Sunday before the week, it doesn't take that long. But some people have very, very minimal time to use in the morning to make their breakfast, and so that's why our friend here from the Rabbit Bistro cooked up this. What is it called again?
I call it the youth hostel breakfast.
Okay.
So basically, it's something that it's pretty big in Europe. In Europe, you have maybe a baguette, a hard-boiled egg, some coffee, and some meat, some cheese. And so this is basically what it is. But you can mix and match whatever. I mean, you can put bananas with it. You can put any kind of fruit, any kind of spread. Here we have some Nutella and some fig jam, but really the sky's the limit. And you just mix and match, and you have your protein, your fruit, your carbs, and you're ready to go for the day.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. And I want to point out, this is not Spam, it's pate, which is?
Like fancy meatloaf.
Okay. I like that. Okay, and so we're also, if you're another on-the-go type of breakfast food right here, is we have some homemade granola right here, and what are we going to do with this?
We'll do a take on the granola with the yogurt thing. Here we have another crepe. This one's a sweet crepe. It doesn't have buckwheat in it. So just a little granola, a little yogurt. I like using the Greek yogurt. It's a little thicker.
And it's more protein and better for you, so I hear.
Yeah. And it tastes better, which I think is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And a little granola, and here you can use any kind of fruit, but I got some nice blackberries at one of my my gracious customers brought in for me.
This might be a nice vegetarian option, right?
Yeah.
Or vegan, maybe vegan or anything like that.
Well, it's not vegan because of the yogurt.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
You can use soy yogurt if it's...
To make it that way?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this granola is actually homemade. We made it for you earlier, and if you're interested in making it as well, we put the recipe for all of these, including our fancy burrito, on kval.com and on our community's website in the South Eugene neighborhood. So you can go to 2 places to find it. Reporting live, Addison Taylor. We still got lots more to come. KVAL News. Back to you guys in the studio.
Excellent. Thanks, Addison. Great suggestions there. Thank you so much. What is cooking this morning, Addison?
Lots of things cooking. This is what we made all morning long. I'll break all this down for you coming up later, but we're making something new right now, and it's called croque madame, I think that's what it's called, and that's what we're cooking right here. My friend Gabe here from Rabbit Bistro. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great.
So what are we doing here?
So here we basically have, this is something you can eat all day long. It's one of those things that great for breakfast, a great lunch. So it's a ham and cheese sandwich, a grilled ham and cheese, a little bit of bechamel, which is, just think of the sauce, your Alfredo sauce, and with a fried egg on top.
Okay, so let's switch places here and let's see how put this in action here.
And so yeah, here's your grilled ham and cheese. We like to use Gruyere cheese here at the restaurant, and a little bit of that bechamel sauce.
Now we just put the egg on top?
Yep, just the egg right on top. Eat it with a fork and a little knife, and a little bit of salt, a little bit of Espelette chili.
Could you flip the egg over too in case you don't like your yolks too runny?
Yeah, you could, but the great thing about this is the yolk is part of the sauce, and it's part of like the whole experience. But you can eat it however you really want to.
Yeah. No, I don't think you'll get in trouble. I don't think they have police for that. Anyway, all these recipes are going to be on kval.com and on our community's website in the South Eugene neighborhood. So we're going to break down everything that we made all morning long coming up later on KVAL News. Reporting live, Addison Taylor. Back to you guys in the studio.
Okay, thanks, Addison. I really like the fact that a lot of this stuff is make ahead, so you can just go back to it, in the days after.
And what's cooking, Addison?
Well, this is what we made all morning long. Like you guys said, it's Tasty Tuesdays, and we're focusing on breakfast this morning, from something that takes a little bit longer to something that's really, really quick. And so let's start right here with the buckwheat crepe right here. And this actually has eggs and cheese and bacon inside it. It's what my friend Gabriel Gill from the Rabbit Bistro calls a very fancy burrito. And then we also have right here a, what's this called again?
Croque madame.
Croque madame. And what's in this?
Croque madame is basically it's a grilled ham and cheese with bechamel and a fried egg.
Okay. And this actually is on the menu here at the Rabbit Bistro, so if you want to try it out, it looks really good and it smells really good. So I want to talk about what we have right here.
Here we have some sweet crepes with some yogurt, Greek yogurt, and some homemade granola and some macerated blackberries.
Okay. And then right here we have what Gabriel calls a hostel breakfast, and it's kind of like an array of everything, and it looks pretty good, and sort of like this is like the quickest one you can throw together really fast for your family, and it'll look and taste great. So if you're interested in any of these, I put them all on the KVAL's website, kval.com, with the recipes, and that's also on the KVAL Community's website, and just click on the South Eugene neighborhood. Reporting live, Addison Taylor, back to you guys.
Okay, super. I'm going to try that granola. I'm going to try to make that granola because I've got kids at home that really like crunchy stuff in the morning. So, and it's full of protein,
And I guess you don't give them Captain Crunch.
No. You know what? You stay away from the sugar, the sugar cereals, because the kids, they get all, excited, and then they crash later on in the morning, and that's not good.
Hey, I want to give a quick happy birthday, Nancy.
Wait.
Just be clear, the Rabbit Bistro not open for breakfast, but it is open for lunch and dinner. And you can learn more about the bistro and Chef Gabriel Gill. Just go to KVAL's Communities website at kval.com/communities. There, we will be posting recipes and videos from the Tasty Tuesday segments. And while you are there, you can also post stories and events that are important to you.
A lot of people are sometimes hesitant to order things because they're weird flavor combinations or things that they're not familiar with, but afterwards they are appreciative and they really enjoy the whole experience, and I hope that that's what people get from this.